My child, do not skip this message, for this is not a mistake. Heaven has called your name, and you have been chosen to hear this. Tomorrow is marked in heaven, and what is about to happen is very serious. Listen carefully, because your tomorrow is not like any other day. Carries weight, it carries warning, and it carries divine protection. Be careful, for tomorrow is the last day before something is revealed. It is the last day before something is exposed, the last day before heaven shifts the path beneath your feet. You are being warned for your safety. Please do not go to this place at any cost. There are 3 women waiting, 3 women whose intentions are hidden. Their whispers are not from heaven, and though you do not see them clearly, heaven does. Type Amen if you feel God is speaking to you right now. The angels have already gone ahead, standing guard and watching over you. They are protecting you, but you must listen, for if you step into that place, you will step into their trap. The enemy thought tomorrow would be your downfall, but heaven has spoken and will not let you fall. There are moments in life when time feels ordinary, and then there are moments when time is sacred. This is one of those sacred moments, and you are standing at its doorway. Tomorrow is that doorway, and if you walk through it wrongly, you will suffer. But if you heed the warning, you will be saved. Do you feel the weight of this? Do you feel the urgency of heaven? The Spirit is whispering in your soul. It is not fear, but protection, love, and destiny. Heaven is watching you, and the angels are speaking your name. They are circling around you, even now, with Archangel Michael himself by your side. His sword is drawn, and his shield is raised, for something has been seen in tomorrow. Heaven has seen what your eyes cannot see, and tomorrow carries a danger you were never meant to walk into. The path may look harmless, it may look like an ordinary step, but hidden beneath it is a snare waiting to close. That is why I am speaking to you now, to pull you back before you take that step. My child, you are too precious to be lost in this trap. Your life is covered with a calling, your destiny is wrapped in light, and that is why the darkness has risen against you. But hear this clearly, darkness will not win. What was designed to destroy you will be shattered by heaven's command. The 3 women you cannot see clearly are whispering plans against you, but their words have already been silenced in the courts of heaven. Do not go to that place, for they wait with deceit, and their intention is not of love but of harm. I shield you now with the wings of heaven, and I cover your steps in the light of divine protection. With your $50 super thanks contribution, you're helping to share God's love and message with more people. Your support makes a big impact, and together we can spread blessings far and wide. May God's grace return to you abundantly. You will not stumble, and you will not be broken. Even now the angels have positioned themselves at the corners of your life. They surround your home, your path, your heart, and your tomorrow. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and no plan of the enemy shall take root. But you must listen, my child. You must obey the whisper. You must take this warning not as a suggestion, but as a command of love. For tomorrow is the last day, and what happens tomorrow will shape the days that follow. Do not enter that place, and do not meet with those women, for their path is not your path. Instead, remain in the place of stillness, where heaven can cover you. Remain in the presence of light, and you will see what the enemy wanted to hide. You will watch as the trap collapses without you inside it. You will see with your own eyes how heaven rescues those who listen. Even now I feel your heart trembling, wondering if this word is for you. Yes, it is for you. You were meant to hear this, meant to know this, meant to be spared from what others cannot escape. This is not coincidence, this is divine timing. Heaven delayed this message until this very hour, so your ears would open, and your spirit would awaken. Do not doubt it. Do not question it. This is your sign. This is your answer. This is your protection. And though you have felt broken, though you have felt forgotten, heaven has been watching you all along. Every tear has been counted. Every prayer has been gathered. Every silent cry has been heard. And now heaven answers with a warning and a promise. The warning is clear: tomorrow is the last day, and you must not go to that place. The promise is greater: you are being lifted, shielded, and carried into breakthrough. The enemy's plans are exposed, and your life is preserved. You are stepping into a new chapter, not of fear but of victory, and you will see it soon. For the angels have spoken your name in the courts of heaven, and God himself has sealed your tomorrow with light. Do not fear, do not tremble, do not doubt. You are loved, you are chosen, and you are protected. Type 333 if you believe angels are guiding you, and heaven will not let you fall. You are not alone in this battle, for heaven has already gone before you. The path you were about to walk into has been seen, and it has been judged. The 3 women who wait are not carrying love, but schemes. They wear smiles, but their words drip with poison. They hide behind kindness, but their hearts are bound in deception. If you step into that place, you will step into their net, and the sorrow would be heavy. That is why heaven speaks now, because the warning is mercy, and the mercy is love. You are precious, and your days are counted in glory, not in ruin. Do you feel this stirring in your spirit? It is because your soul recognizes the truth, even when your mind doubts. Your heart knows this message was sent for you, and no one else. You were led here not by accident, but by divine hand. Heaven has written this moment into your story, so you would not be blind. The angels are whispering, "Do not go." They are surrounding you now, their wings brushing against your spirit. They are guarding your sleep, your breath, your tomorrow. You will not be destroyed, for light has already pierced the darkness that sought to cover you. My child, hear this again. Tomorrow is the last day. Do not take it lightly. This is not a casual message. This is not ordinary advice. This is heaven pulling you back from the edge of a trap. You must not go to that place. If you obey, you will see a great reversal. You will see how what was meant for evil will turn into your testimony. You will see how the pit dug for you becomes the pit that swallows your enemies. Already the ground shakes under the weight of this revelation. Already the enemy is trembling, for their plan has been exposed. You may not see it with your natural eyes, but the Spirit sees all. Nothing is hidden from heaven, and heaven has chosen to reveal it to you because you are loved. Do not think yourself unworthy of such attention. Do not say, "Why would God speak to me?" For you are His child, and His eyes have never left you. Heaven has seen your sleepless nights. Heaven has heard the cries you thought no one heard. Heaven has walked with you in the silence when no one else stood near, and now heaven breaks the silence with a clear voice. Do not go tomorrow. Do not step into that place, for tomorrow is not for sorrow, but for salvation. It is the turning of a page. It is the breaking of a chain. It is the cancelling of an assignment meant to destroy you. Comment, "I receive it," if you're ready for your miracle. The women who wait will be scattered, for their unity is built on deceit, and deceit cannot stand before truth. Even now, light is unraveling their plans. Even now, their words are falling to the ground with no power. Even now, angels are lifting you above the reach of their schemes. Do you feel the strength rising within you? It is the strength of knowing you are not forgotten. It is the strength of knowing you are seen. It is the strength of knowing that no matter how dark tomorrow may seem, heaven has already lit a path for you. Walk in that light, my child. Cling to it, for heaven is watching, and the angels are speaking your name even now. Your breakthrough is near. Your miracle is near. Your safety is sealed. Your destiny is secure, and the trap set against you will collapse empty. Because you chose to listen, because you obeyed the whisper, because you believed, and this belief will carry you into the promise that was written before time began. You were not born for defeat. You were not created for destruction. You were designed for glory. You were shaped for victory. And tomorrow, though marked by danger, will also be marked by deliverance. The last day is not your last breath. It is the last breath of the enemy's plans against you, and you will rise from it untouched, unbroken, unharmed. You are being lifted even now higher than the whispers of those who gather against you. The 3 women wait, but they do not know that heaven has already moved ahead of them. Their shadows cannot stand before the fire of divine light. Their plans cannot take root in soil that God has already blessed for you. Child, you must hear me again. Do not go to that place tomorrow, for tomorrow is heavy with meaning, and you are being given this warning out of love, not fear. The enemy wanted you blind, but now your eyes are opened. The enemy wanted you silent, but now your spirit cries out in truth. The enemy wanted you trapped, but now you are covered with wings of protection. Do you see how heaven always speaks before the storm? Do you see how God always sends a voice before the danger comes near? This is that voice. This is that moment. This is that mercy. You cannot afford to treat this as small, for this word is weighty, it is divine, it is sealed with light. You wonder why heaven would warn you so carefully. It is because you are chosen. It is because your future carries glory. It is because your destiny cannot be stolen by those who whisper in darkness. Even when you have felt weak, heaven has seen strength inside of you. Even when you have felt broken, heaven has seen beauty waiting to rise. Even when you have felt forgotten, the angels never left your side. They stood by your bed when you wept in silence. They walked beside you when you thought you were walking alone. They spoke your name in heaven when you thought no one remembered you. You are not unseen. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. This word proves it. This warning proves it. This love proves it. Tomorrow may be the last day, but it is not the end of you. It is the end of something that tried to break you. It is the end of a scheme that will not succeed. It is the end of deception that will not last, and you will walk away safe, covered and preserved. Even now, the heavens are shifting in your favor. Even now, prayers you thought were lost are rising before the throne. Even now, promises spoken long ago are stirring awake again. You thought the delay was denial, but heaven never denied you. Heaven only prepared you. And tomorrow is the crossing point between preparation and fulfillment. But you must obey. You must remain still. You must not step into the place where they wait, for your obedience will unlock protection. Your stillness will open the gates of blessing. Your listening will lead you into safety. Do not fear the tomorrow you are warned about. Fear is not of heaven. Fear is the shadow of the enemy. But this message is not shadow. This message is light. It is hope. It is salvation. And you are being rescued even as you listen. Look up, child, for your redemption draws near. Lift your eyes, for heaven has not abandoned you. Lift your heart, for love has not left you. Lift your spirit, for joy is coming back to you. Yes, you have cried many nights. Yes, you have questioned if you would ever see change. Yes, you have wondered if your pain was endless. But hear me now. The pain is not forever. The sorrow is not your story. The danger is not your destiny, and tomorrow is not your defeat. You are more than the lies spoken against you. You are more than the shadows that chased you. You are more than the whispers of 3 women waiting in secret. You are divine. You are chosen. You are loved. You are protected, and nothing can remove that seal. Not tomorrow. Not their words. Not their schemes. Not their plans. Heaven's word is final, and heaven's word over you is life, safety, victory, and destiny. So be still, so listen, so obey, and you will see the miracle unfold. You are standing at a fork, and heaven has placed a light on the path you must not take. Do not be tempted by the familiar faces that smile with hidden teeth. They speak of friendship, and they carry knives behind their words. Do not trust appearances, for darkness often dresses itself as comfort. You have been tested before, and you have grown stronger through the testing. Do not think this moment is without purpose, for every trial prepares you for a greater place. Tomorrow holds a ceremony of deceit, and they hope your presence will be the final piece. Do not allow them to finish their design, for your absence will break the frame of their plan. Hear the whisper that moves through your bones, and obey it with the courage you did not know you had. This is not cowardice, this is wisdom wrapped in stillness. The angels are writing a different ending for you, and they need your cooperation to complete it. When you remain, heaven moves. When you rush, the enemy hopes to claim you. There is a voice in your chest telling you to pause, and that voice is not random. It is the voice of protection. It is the voice of your Maker. Do not let human persuasion drown out the divine whisper, for words can be sweet and ruinous both. Choose the voice that has watched over you since your first breath. 3 women conspire, but their conspiracy will unravel like old cloth in the wind. You will see the truth of them without stepping into their circle. Their unity is only paint on a cracked wall, and the cracks have been revealed to heaven. What they have built in secrecy will collapse in the light of exposure. You carry wounds, and those wounds have become a pathway for compassion, not weakness. Do not let others use your pain as the entryway to control you. Tomorrow is the last day they can attempt this, and that is why the warning is urgent. When you miss that meeting, the plot loses momentum and the actors fall silent. You are more valuable than their approval, and your life is worth more than their applause. Do not trade your safety for the applause of those who would see you fall. God is near to the broken, and he is nearer now to you. Lean into that nearness and let it steady your trembling knees. You thought you walked alone, but unseen hands have been guiding you. Feel the tug of those hands now, and follow where they lead. Do not enter the place of danger, for the place is already set for ruin. Instead, stand where light can reach you, and let heaven rearrange the pieces. There is a revelation that will come to light if you do not walk into the trap. Your absence will be the spark that exposes the lie. You were never meant to be the one who validates their falsehoods. Your absence will reveal what their presence intended to hide. The angels are at the windows of your future, watching for your obedience. They are ready to step in with rescue the moment you choose stillness. This is not a test of faith for show, it is a test of faith for survival. And faith in this hour is not passive, it is a powerful refusal to cooperate with evil. Heaven does not demand your life without offering rescue, and rescue is already on its way. Trust the rescue that has been traveling toward you since the dawn. Your name was spoken in a place of honor last night, and that honor cannot be stolen by whispers. The court of heaven recorded your name among those whom light favors. Do not be deceived into thinking that your future is small, for it is large beyond what you can imagine. Even the enemy trembles before designs bigger than its comprehension. You will be given strength to say no, and that strength will surprise you. It will rise quietly but sure, like a tide that pushes back the shore. Do not let fear of loneliness force you into their room, for loneliness is not a sentence to be filled by any voice. Let the loneliness be a sacred space where God can meet you deeply. 3 women gather, but they are powerless against the thunder of heaven. Their whispers cannot silence the roar of righteousness. You may wonder what will happen to them, and heaven answers with justice, not cruelty. Their deceit will be unmasked, and truth will correct what lies have bent. The people who think themselves mighty will be humbled, and the humble you have been will be lifted. You will walk away with dignity renewed and shame overturned. Do not be ashamed of being cautious, for vigilance is a fruit of wisdom. It is better to be called timid by those who planned evil than to be called broken by a world that cannot heal you. Hold fast to the promise that no weapon formed against you shall prosper, and let that promise be your garment. Wear it into every decision as if it were armor for the soul. If you feel alone, remember the cloud of witnesses that surrounds you, and remember that the Lord of hosts marches with you. You are not a single soldier, you are part of a heavenly army that will not retreat. Tomorrow is the last day they can try, and the last day the enemy expects your absence to be your undoing. You will be the surprise that undoes their scheme. You have seeds of healing planted inside your heart, and these seeds will now sprout when you choose obedience. Every tear will water a miracle, and every pause will bring a harvest. Do not hurry to fix everything, for rushing sometimes runs you into the very thing you hope to avoid. Patience is a shield, and patience will guard your destiny. The angels are arranging doors of escape and windows of revelation, even as you consider this message. Be still long enough to see the doors swing open. Your life has been threaded into a tapestry that heaven is completing, and one wrong step could tug loose a thread. Stay where light can reach you, so the tapestry can be finished in beauty. You are not a byproduct of circumstance. You are a child of purpose, and purpose will prevail over circumstance. Let purpose move you into stillness and right choices. There is a voice of accusation that may rise, telling you that you are overreacting. Tell that voice that you answer to a higher command. The Lord speaks loudest in the silence, and that is why he asked you to be still now. Do not fill the silence with noise that drowns out his voice. There will be those who call your caution selfish, but their words are the echo of their disappointment. Let their disappointment pass. Let your obedience remain. You will not lose friends by being careful. You will only reveal who your true friends are. True friends will honor your safety, and false friends will expose themselves. 3 women wait in a room, but their waiting is useless when heaven moves first. Their plots crumble when light touches them. You are being given a moment to choose life, and choosing life sometimes means choosing absence from places of danger. Do not measure courage only by presence. Sometimes courage is a quiet refusal. Every brave refusal plants a seed of freedom for generations to come, and your grandchildren's prayers will thank you for this stillness. Think beyond this moment and see the legacy your obedience creates. You have been called to a higher story, and no petty plan can write over the script. Heaven has prepared for you. Let the higher story take the pen from the lower hands. There will be a release, and that release will sound like laughter after a long season of tears. You will laugh because the trap that awaited you will catch those who set it, not you. Do not be afraid of being misunderstood, for misunderstanding is the companion of every prophet and every brave heart. Stand in the truth, and let the misunderstanding pass like night into morning. The Lord has a timetable, and sometimes mercy arrives as a warning to prevent a tragedy. This warning is mercy. Receive it as grace. I am with you in the waiting, and I will be with you in the triumph. Every step you do not take into harm is a step toward the victory God has prepared. Do not go tomorrow, and do not be swayed by flattery or tears that cost you your peace. Choose peace over performance. Choose safety over spectacle. You were called for a purpose that carries your name on it, and no one has the right to sign that paper for you. Guard the signature of your destiny with the courage to say no. 3 women will speak, but you will not be their audience, and that is your power. When you are absent, their script collapses, and the director is exposed. The angels will sing over you, and their song will be the song of rescue. Let that song be the melody that fills the silence of your waiting. You will be given words at the right time, and those words will have weight because they are timed by heaven. Do not force words to come before the appointed hour. The enemy counts on haste, but heaven counts on patience, and patience will win. Let patience be your sword and wisdom your shield. There is a revelation coming that will rearrange relationships and reset loyalties, and it will come because you chose safety over compromise. You will watch as truth divides the wheat from the chaff. When morning comes after the day you do not attend, you will see with clearer eyes who stands with you and who stood only to take. This clarity is part of your healing. You have been wounded, and healing sometimes requires withdrawal, not because you are afraid, but because you are wise. Let withdrawal be restorative, not punitive. Tomorrow is the last day of their attempt, and the end of their season of plotting, and that is why this moment is so urgent. Do not treat urgency as panic. Treat it as a call to obedience. You are loved beyond comprehension, and that love moves mountains to protect you. Let that love be your shelter when voices tempt you to move. Stay where the light falls on your face, and you will feel the warmth of heaven's favor. Favor will follow you like a shadow that never leaves. Do not step into a room of whispers when you can walk into a field of destiny. Fields are for harvest, rooms are for schemes. You will find healing in the field, and you will harvest joy where you once sowed tears. This is the promise given to those who wait on the Lord. The angels wheel around the place you should not enter, and their movement is a barricade against harm. Their wings form a fortress that no deceit can penetrate. You have been chosen to see what others could not, and with that seeing comes responsibility to obey. Obedience becomes the shield that secures your future. Do not dismiss this as superstition, for what you feel is a real movement of heaven. The spiritual realm is active, and it touches the natural when the need is great. Tomorrow is the last day for them, but it is the first day of your freedom if you remain obedient. Let that thought steady you. You will not be alone in this obedience, for angels surround you, and friends who truly love you will honor your choice. Those who do not are not your people for this season. Listen for the small still voice that says stay, and know that it is the voice of divine protection. That small voice is louder than all the clamor of deceit. There will be a morning after this night of warning, and in that morning you will see the hand of God rearrange everything in your favor. You will be a witness to the power of mercy. Do not go tomorrow, and do not allow strange fellowship to lure you into danger. Hold fast to the truth that kept Joseph from Potiphar's bed, and Daniel from the lion's wine. You are called to holiness, not compromise, and holiness preserves destiny. Choose purity of heart over the polluted praise of the wrong crowd. If you obey, you will watch the very things set against you become your testimony. You have come so far, and heaven is not finished with you yet, so do not let a small decision steal the rest of your story. There will be voices that try to convince you that being cautious is weakness, but wisdom often looks calm and quiet while it works, so trust the calm more than the clamor. When you choose absence from a place of harm, you do not lose life, you preserve it, and preserved life bears fruit in the seasons that follow. You may wonder how long you must wait, and the answer is this. Wait as long as heaven asks, for divine timing never misses its appointment. There are hands unseen that rearrange the pieces of your life while you rest, and the rest is part of the work heaven does on your behalf. You were made for more than surviving. You were made for thriving, and sometimes thriving begins with saying no to the things that would steal your tomorrow. Do not be angry with yourself for being careful, and do not be ashamed of choosing peace over pressure, for peace is a language heaven uses to speak safety into your bones. When the three women gather to whisper, let their whispers fall on ears that refuse to listen, and let their plans dissolve before they can take hold. You will not be the missing piece that completes their deception, and that refusal will be the beginning of your public vindication. There will be a moment of exposure, and when it comes you will see how fragile their lies were, so let the revelation happen without your hand in it. You are being guarded even in the quietest places, and sometimes the quiet is the loudest testimony to heaven's presence. Even if others call you foolish for staying away, remember that fools follow crowds while the wise follow God, and your wisdom will be proven in time. Let patience be your posture and discernment your prayer, for together they will keep you safe from snares. Your feet are precious to heaven, and every step you take is noticed, so walk slowly when heaven tells you to stand still. There will be people who cry and plead for your presence, and their tears may seem convincing, but not every tear is honest, so let truth guide you more than emotion. You have gifts that darkness wants to steal, and your obedience shields those gifts, so guard them with the courage of a heart that knows its value. The enemy is creative in his methods, and sometimes he uses familiar faces to carry unfamiliar danger, so be cautious of smiling strangers and flattering friends alike. Do not allow kindness to be the cover for control, and do not let familiarity be the camouflage for betrayal, for deceit often wears the clothing of comfort. There will be a morning when the pieces fall into place, and the truth becomes undeniable, and when that morning comes you will be glad you were not present to feed the lie. You are not alone in your restraint, for angels walk beside every careful step, and their footsteps are the echo of heaven's approval. There are promises that follow obedience, and one of them is clarity. Clarity to see who stands with you and who stood to use you. When clarity arrives, your heart will heal faster, because the removal of deception speeds the healing of trust. You were never meant to carry the shame that others bring, and your refusal to enter danger is the first step in shedding that shame. There will be conversations you are tempted to join, and invitations you are tempted to accept, but the spirit within you will whisper, "Not this time," and that whisper is a lifeline. Cling to it. Every time you listen to that whisper, you are choosing life for yourself and safety for those who will follow in your footsteps. Your obedience will not only protect you, it will protect the lineage tied to your name, and future generations will reap the benefits of your careful faith. You may feel pressure to explain your absence, and explanations may be demanded by those who cannot yet see, but you do not owe anyone an account for a decision that protects your destiny. Let your life be the explanation, and let God's timing reveal the reasons in ways that require no defense from you. There is a release coming that will sound like the easing of a burden, and that release is the reward of choosing God's quiet over the world's applause. You will experience relief in places you thought would always ache, and joy will return in measures that feel almost too full for your heart. Remember that love sometimes looks like distance, and love sometimes says no so that it can say yes to something greater later. The three women will speak, but their words will lack the power to trap you when heaven has already declared your freedom. Their plans will be like strings cut in a storm, and you will watch them fall away as you walk into the open field of God's favor. Do not worry about the ridicule that may come from those who do not understand, for ridicule fades and testimony lasts, and you are gathering testimony even now. There will be those who try to pull you back with guilt, but guilt given as a weapon is not from heaven, so refuse that gift, and refuse the guilt with gentle firmness. Stand in the authority of the one who sent this warning, and let divine authority be the reason you remain safe. You have more strength than you know, and when you lean into that strength with faith, you will find courage rising like a dawn inside your chest. If temptation comes cloaked in nostalgia, remember that calling back to old places can sometimes reopen old wounds, so choose the newness that heaven is arranging for you. Your story is being rewritten for good, and the new chapters are filled with light, so do not return to pages that belong to the past. You will be given encounters in the future that make the pain of the present look small, and those encounters will be sweeter because you preserved yourself for them. When the time comes to speak, speak only what builds and heals, and reserve your words for the hour God appoints so they land with power and purpose. Forgiveness will be part of your victory, but forgiveness does not require you to walk back into harm, so forgive in heart and maintain wise boundaries for your safety. There is a mantle of peace available to you right now, and it fits when you choose obedience, so put it on and rest in its warmth. Do not be afraid to rest, for rest is a form of resistance against a world that would rush you into ruin. You are not slow when you wait, you are faithful, and faithfulness honors God's pace over the world's push. Let your example be one that points to God's provision, not to human approval, and others will be drawn to the light you reflect. There will be a day when those who plotted will stand ashamed, and you will stand peaceful, and that peace will be your crown. Hold on to hope tightly, for hope is the bridge between this warning and your unfolding deliverance. You are being prepared for something glorious, and preparation often feels like a pause, so embrace the pause as part of the making. Do not squander this sacred delay with fear or haste. Instead, fill it with prayer, rest, and quiet trust. The angels are busy on your behalf, and your cooperation simply by staying away from danger helps them complete their work. Give them room to work by giving yourself space to be safe, and watch as they transform what could have been sorrow into songs of praise. You are not chosen for suffering, but for testimony, and testimony requires that you live to tell the truth of what God did for you. Let your life be the proof that heaven speaks into the small decisions as much as the big ones, and that obedience in the ordinary yields extraordinary outcomes. When morning comes after the day you do not attend, rise with thanksgiving, and let the gratitude be loud enough to drown out any lingering doubt. Your heart will be lighter, your step will be surer, and your eyes will see the beauty that was always there behind the shadows. Keep this message close, and let it be a lamp for the steps you take in the days ahead, for God's warnings are often the maps to His miracles. You have been called out of danger and into destiny, and destiny requires that you guard your path with patience, so walk it with both courage and calm. When those three women face the consequences of their choices, do not rejoice in their fall, but let mercy and justice meet, and allow God to settle the account. Your heart will find rest in righteousness, and your spirit will be buoyed by the knowledge that God set you apart for a higher purpose. You are more than a survivor, you are a vessel of restoration, and restoration begins with the choices you make in the small hours. Do not go tomorrow, and remember that the faithful refusal to enter danger is often the very key that unlocks your blessing. Breathe in the promise of protection, and breathe out any lingering fear, for God has sealed your tomorrow with His hand. Keep watch over your heart, keep company with the one who loves you, and let the angels attend to every detail as you rest in obedience. You are chosen, you are loved, you are guarded, and you are on the brink of a new dawn. Stand firm, be still, and watch as heaven turns this last day of threat into the first day of your victory. Come back and listen to the next message when your heart is ready, for heaven has more to say, and more ways to bless you, and I will speak again with the same love that brought you here.